Welcome to Nexatech, where we bring you the latest breakthroughs in technology and finance. Today, we're covering major updates in AI, from new video generation leaders to exciting iOS AI features, plus Elon Musk's bold predictions. Let's dive in. One of the first pieces of news that may have slipped under the radar comes from artificial analysis. Recently, they conducted their latest rounds of the Arena Video Leaderboard, and some notable changes have emerged. China currently leads the board with Min-Max Hu AI, boasting an impressive ELO of 1,092 and a win rate of 67%. Meanwhile, Genmo AI's MCKY model, MCKY1, which launched just last week, has already climbed to the second position, becoming the top open-source video generation model. This shift has pushed Runway to third place, holding an ELO of 1,051 and a win rate of 61%. The leaderboard shifts are intriguing, and we included this update not just to highlight the rankings but because there's an even more intriguing twist. Recently, Artificial Analysis tweeted about a mysterious model known as Red Panda. They mentioned, "What is Red Panda with the eyes?" and shared a link to the Artificial Analysis image arena. On this leaderboard, we can see several models, including this mysterious Red Panda, which appears to be leading the field in image generation. Interestingly, this model isn't tied to any known company, fueling speculation about its origin. A tweet speculated that red pandas are native to Asia, and with Chinese companies excelling in video generation, this model could likely be from a Chinese tech giant like Baidu or Tencent, a theory we consider plausible. Reflecting on the Arena leaderboard, we see that, for current SL text-to-video models available today, China is clearly in the lead. If China has now introduced a new text-to-image model with a substantially higher ELO than the recent Black Forest Labs Flux 1.1 Pro, with its impressive Arena win rate of 79%, it could be a game-changer. There's speculation that this model might also come from OpenAI. Sam Altman recently shared that while GPT-5 won't be released in December, OpenAI is planning to introduce some advanced tools for all users. A new, photorealistic text-to-image model could be one of these tools. Yet, given China's momentum and relentless innovation, it's plausible to think this model could indeed be from a Chinese company. While the US initiated the AI race, China has been catching up aggressively and, in some areas, even seems poised to lead. Adding to the rumor mill, there's also talk that this model might be Midjourney's upcoming version 7, which some sources suggest could be released soon. If that's the case, it'll be exciting to see how it performs, especially as image generation technology seems to push new boundaries with each iteration. Personally, we didn't expect to see significant improvements beyond Flux 1.1 Pro, yet here we are on the verge of something potentially groundbreaking. Switching topics, Apple recently released iOS 18.1, which now includes Apple Intelligence. For those who own an iPhone 15 or newer, you'll be able to access the full suite of Apple's latest AI features, which we believe is worth updating for. If you're currently using an iPhone, updating to this latest software version could unlock valuable new features. Let us know your experiences in the comments below, as we'd love to hear how it performs for you. In other news, Elon Musk recently shared his thoughts on AI in an interview. Musk stated that AI is advancing at a rate of at least 10x per year and predicts it will be capable of performing anything a human can within a year or two, reaching intelligence equal to all humans combined in 3 years. While Musk's prediction record has had some inconsistencies, take, for example, the delays with the Tesla Roadster and autonomous driving technology, he does make some valid points. The AI community's accelerated development rate is undeniable. Only 2 years ago, we had GPT 3.5, and now, with the arrival of newer models, the advances are even more evident. In fact, we've been experimenting with some of these recent advancements, and can understand why there's so much excitement around them.
In March at the Abundance Summit, your prediction was that AI was increasing at a rate as fast as 100 times per year, and that by 2029 or 2030, we might see AI as capable as 8 billion humans. Are you still seeing that pace?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult thing to quantify exactly, but I certainly feel comfortable saying that it's getting 10 times better per year. which is, let's say it's, 4 years from now, that would mean 10,000 times better. So maybe 100,000. Yeah.
And
I think it will be able to do anything that any human can do. Possibly within the next year or two, and then that's what can it, how much longer than that does it take to be able to do what all humans can do combined? I think not long. Probably only, I don't know, 3 years from that point. So it like 2029-ish, 28, something like that.
According to Ray Kurzweil, the year 2029 is actually a conservative estimate for the arrival of advanced AI. In a recent interview with Peter Diamandis, Kurzweil noted that 2029 is a reasonable projection, considering all factors, but there's a chance we could see this development as early as 1 to 2 years before that. Additionally, Anthropic CEO has suggested that powerful AI could emerge as soon as 2026. With 2025 approaching quickly, 2026 would not be far behind, and the prospect of achieving AGI, or advanced AI, within that timeframe is remarkable. If AI progresses from the capabilities of GPT 3.5 to advanced AI in just 3 to 4 years, it would be a stunning leap. Kurzweil also suggests that soon, we may be able to back up our brains to preserve our consciousness in case of accidents. He argues that if one can hold on for another 5 to 10 years, the chances of facing death will become hard to imagine. While we may be cautious about fully endorsing every aspect of this prediction, Kurzweil's insights offer an optimistic perspective on the future of human longevity and AI.
To be able to back up our brain, back up our heart, and it's going to be very hard to imagine how you could die. And people don't really want to die. You ask people, well, do you want to live to 120? And people are negative about that because they think of people that they've met. They haven't actually met anybody 120, but they've met 95, 100-year-olds. They don't want to be like that, but we won't be like that. And people say, well, I don't want to live past 95. But when they get to be 95, and if they're sound mind and body, and they say, do you want to die tomorrow? The answer is no, unless they're in horrible pain. Yeah. And obviously we want to avoid that as well. We got all these different organs. One of them doesn't function quite correctly, and it's not your choice. You could die. Mm-hmm. But I really believe if you can hold on for 5, maybe 10 years, we can replace all of these problems that enable us to die more quickly than we want.
And of course, while we mention Elon Musk's timelines can sometimes be a bit unusual, Ray Kurzweil also believes that AGI will be achieved by 2029. So, for anyone pondering specific dates, 2029 is the key deadline according to his projections.
This decade is conservative. It could happen faster. I see no reason to increase my estimate. I said 2029 in 1999.
Yeah, 30 years.
And people like Jeffrey Hinton was there. Stanford actually organized a conference. Several hundred people came, and the consensus was 80% thought it would be 100 years, including Jeffrey Hinton. Mm-hmm. And he's saying that he was wrong. It's actually more like 30 years, like what Kurzweil was saying in 1999. But no one was saying 30 years at that time. I think saying by the end of this decade is conservative. It could happen fast.
Elon Musk is currently in discussions to raise funding for X, aiming for a valuation of $40 billion. This is remarkable, especially considering that Anthropic is also approaching a similar valuation. While some might speculate that AI is in a valuation bubble, we believe this valuation reflects Musk's strong brand and proven track record. If the $40 billion valuation is achieved, it's a testament to Musk's capability and investors' faith in his future potential, especially given his role in co-founding OpenAI. Reports indicate Musk is in talks with investors for a round that would bring the valuation to $40 billion, according to people familiar with the matter. This escalation emphasizes the competitive race in the tech industry to develop advanced generative AI technology. Just a few months back, the startup was valued at around $24 billion after raising $6 billion in the spring, and it now aims to secure additional billions in this new funding round, adding to the $40 billion valuation. This valuation highlights the immense computational power required to train frontier models. Recently, an insider video offered a glimpse into X.AI's massive supercomputer infrastructure, which is now the largest in the world, surpassing even OpenAI and several other major tech firms. Built relatively quickly, Musk plans to channel even more resources into this supercomputer to create the most extensive compute setup globally. As we've noted before, the future may indeed see a divide between the compute-rich and the compute-poor. Companies without access to high funding and extensive GPUs will find it challenging to train their own models. For those wondering why Musk is driving for such a high valuation, the answer lies in the immense costs, both for GPUs and for the infrastructure to support them, including liquid cooling racks and the energy required to operate these data centers. Meanwhile, X.AI and Elon Musk aren't the only ones gearing up to launch new models and develop further frontier models. Meta is also poised to release Llama 4 early next year, pushing toward autonomous machine intelligence. A big question remains: can Meta's Llama model approach the reasoning power of models like GPT-4 and OpenAI's advanced models? According to Meta's VP of AI, the company is exploring ways to enhance Llama models, enabling them to not only plan but also evaluate and adapt decisions in real time as conditions change. This iterative approach, incorporating chain-of-thought reasoning, aligns with Meta's vision of autonomous machine intelligence, combining perception, reasoning, and planning effectively. This forward-thinking strategy from Meta reveals that it's not solely focusing on open-source models, as some might assume. Instead, Meta is working on unique models with agentic capabilities, able to change and assess decisions based on evolving situations, similar to OpenAI's advanced models. Meta's AI chief, Yann LeCun, suggests that autonomous machine intelligence, or what they refer to as friend, in French, could become integral to daily life. This term might serve as an alternative to AGI or ASI, reflecting Meta's vision of achieving autonomy in AI, a goal OpenAI is also pursuing and may even be close to realizing internally. This development, including the potential release of Llama 4 in early 2024 and Meta's evolving planning model, showcases the intense and exciting AI advancements underway.
Systems that have an intelligence that resembles human intelligence so that we can interact with them easily. And that means we need machines that understand the world, understand how the world works, can remember things, and can reason and plan. Okay, so those are the desiderata for what we call AMI, Advanced Machine Intelligence. This is our internal code name at Meta for what other people call AGI. I don't like the term because human intelligence is not general at all. It's very specialized. So designating human-level intelligence with general intelligence, I think, is a mistake. So we prefer AMI, and we pronounce it ami, which in French means friend. I think it's appropriate. So systems that understand how the world works, basically construct mental models of the world that allow them to understand the world, but also plan and reason. Systems that have persistent memory, systems that can plan action sequences so as to fulfill an objective, systems that can reason, invent new solutions to unseen problems, one shot without having to be trained, and systems that are controllable and
Meta is developing its own AI search engine to reduce reliance on Google and Microsoft. As Meta aims to keep pace with OpenAI and AI development, the company is working on a search engine that crawls the web to deliver conversational answers on current events through its Meta AI chatbot. This move reflects CEO Mark Zuckerberg's strategy to minimize Meta's dependency on major tech providers. Meta's relationship with Apple serves as a reminder. Years ago, Apple's policy changes impacted Meta's revenue generation through iPhone apps, as Apple notoriously takes a substantial cut of revenue from the App Store. Meta has reportedly been working on this web crawling technology for around 8 months, though it's uncertain when this tool will be ready for release. It will be intriguing to see the results of Meta's efforts as they push forward in the AI space. Looking ahead, Meta isn't the only company with ambitious AI projects. Project Astra, planned for release in 2025, showcases a future where AI can perceive and reason about the world around users. Project Astra represents Google's vision for advanced intelligence, where AI can interact through advanced voice modes, and with a camera, provide real-time recognition and contextual insights about a user's environment. This advanced AI would be able to remember locations of objects in a user's space, making it useful for activities like brainstorming, locating lost items, or providing inspiration. While this technology is groundbreaking, the big question is whether Google can deploy it before OpenAI brings a similar tool to market. In AI, speed to market is critical, and Google's AI efforts are speeding up, with over a quarter of its new code generated by AI and then reviewed by engineers. This streamlines the development cycle, bringing improvements to future iterations faster. Additionally, new research is enhancing prompt engineering with a theoretical understanding of chain of thought, reasoning, and error-aware demonstration. Currently, standard chain of thought prompting involves step-by-step guidance, but it doesn't highlight potential mistakes. This new approach shows AI both correct and incorrect paths, leading to better performance by teaching models not only what to do but also what to avoid. By incorporating examples of incorrect reasoning, AI becomes less likely to repeat common errors, achieving more accurate results. If you're working with AI and facing challenges, consider showing the model examples of what not to do. This can unlock more successful task completions. Prompt engineering may seem like a trend, but it can be transformative. Discovering the right approach feels like cracking a code that can be applied across various problems. Finally, we have Masayoshi Son, CEO of SoftBank, who shared an astounding vision for artificial superintelligence, suggesting that AI 10,000 times smarter than humans might arrive by 2035. While this timeline might seem ambitious, it offers an exciting glimpse into the potential future of AI's capabilities.
My definition is same level as a human brain. That's AGI, artificial general intelligence. But people have a different point of view definition of artificial superintelligence. How super? 10 times super or 100 times super? My definition of ASI is 10,000 times super, smarter than human brain. That's my definition of ASI, and that's coming in 2035. 10 years from today. 10,000 times smarter.
Now, let's take a step back in time. Remember when Sam Altman mentioned that he wanted $7 trillion to build AI chips? At the time, this valuation seemed staggering, but it now feels relatively modest compared to recent statements from the CEO of SoftBank. Masayoshi Son suggested that achieving artificial superintelligence would require 400 gigawatts of AI data centers, 200 million chips, and a capital investment of $9 trillion. This figure is, frankly, mind-blowing. Many people initially laughed off Altman's $7 trillion prediction, but as we look further into the future, it's becoming clear that these investment projections weren't as far-fetched as they once seemed.
Investment required to take. 10,000 smarter than mankind. How many gigawatts? We were talking about gigawatts just before me.
Yeah.
I have predicted it would take 400 gigawatts of AI data centers power. That's bigger than total US electricity. And it will require 200 million chip. The cumulative capex, $9 trillion. $9 trillion. How do you recoup? It's too much investment for many people's view. I say it's still very reasonable capex. $9 trillion is not too big, maybe too small.
In robotics news this week, the startup Clone Robotics unveiled its new musculoskeletal torso, offering a glimpse into the potential future of highly advanced humanoid robots. The development is genuinely impressive, and it's difficult to find words that do justice to what we're seeing here. This torso design hints at a future where humanoid robots could appear more lifelike than ever, edging closer to scenarios previously seen only in sci-fi. The innovation here is significant because few companies are currently focused on creating such realistic humanoid forms, especially at the torso level, which could lead to new applications and insights in the field. This project provides an intriguing new perspective on what the final output of humanoid robotics could be. If you enjoyed this update and want to keep up with more breakthroughs in tech and finance, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is Nexatech, bringing you the future of technology, one story at a time. See you in the next video.